What's up, everybody? UFC 312 is this weekend, and I'm here to break down the fights, talk about who I think's gonna win each fight. We're gonna start with the prelims, end with the main event, and try to give as detailed of a breakdown on what we think's gonna happen as possible. Let's start with Quilland Sakalid versus Anshul Jubilee. I just don't really think Anshul Jubilee is a very good fighter. And Quilland was able to win his Contender Series fight. But I do think that you might see a little bit of fight from Anshul, but I doubt it. I think Quilland is gonna come in here and get a nice decision victory. Maybe since Mike Breeden was able to bark at him and finish him that way, maybe a late round stoppage. But he did take a year off after that loss. We're gonna go with he finishes Anshul Jubilee late. Maybe not in the third. Let's do second round. We've got Kevin Jousset versus Jonathan McAleef. This should be a pretty close fight. Kevin Jousset is a pretty good fighter. I actually don't think it'll be close now. Now looking at this, I forgot this was a Contender Series guy. Although he finishes a lot of dudes. I think Jousset is gonna win. I think it's gonna be a pretty comfortable victory. Let's pick Jousset to get a finish. We're going to say he's going to submit him in the second round. Let's go with and we're going to move on to Cody Steele versus Rong Zhu. I'm going to go with Cody Steele. I think that Cody Steele's just going to be the far better fighter in this fight. Although Rong Zhu could fraud check him in the sense of he's just a Contender Series guy, I think Cody Steele is a pretty decent fighter, and I think that Rong Zhu is just not very good at all. But anyways, I'm going to pick Cody Steele. We're going to go with a decision victory over Rong Zhu. Moving on to Alexandre Topuria versus Colby Thickness. Topuria is the massive favorite here, and Thickness is coming in on short notice. He hasn't really beaten guys of any real note, but neither has Topuria, to be honest. I could see this being a weird fight for Topuria and see him losing, but and it's hard to tell because his game just isn't very visible. We don't see a lot of it. He hasn't fought much. He has 6 fights total. From what I've seen, he's quite similar to Ilya. His grappling level's good. I know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Topuria to win a decision. I think that his takedowns are going to be the main thing that really move this fight forward and show the levels and difference, or the levels in the level of fighter that they are. Moving on to 1 second. with this. Moving on to Tom Nolan versus Vyacheslav Borishev. Ooh, this is a close fight. I'm gonna go with Tom Nolan to knock out Vyacheslav early. I think there's a chance that he could do it, although I don't know. I think I've got Vyacheslav Borishev winning a decision. I just remembered he took Alex Reyes to decision, and that was after Alex Reyes has had a long time off. Tom Nolan should be. I don't know. This is a tough fight. I'm going back with Tom Nolan. I'm gonna be picking him to have improved over his Alex Reyes fight. Hopefully he's going to, come in and actually try to get a finish. We're going to go with a round 1 knockout. He's in front of his Australian crowd. He's going to be super hyped and excited. We're going to go with Tom Nolan by decision. Or by knockout, round 1. Jesus. Moving on to Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. Oh, this is interesting. I really like Jack Jenkins and think he's a very good fighter. Although his grappling level needed to improve because his takedown defense against Herbert Burns was not the best, if I'm remembering correctly. Nor was it great against Shepe Mariscal. But I think he also got injured, yeah. I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins. His leg kicks are nasty. This guy's lost to strikers in the past. Jack Jenkins is a good striker. His leg kicks are nasty. I'm going to pick him to get a late round 2 stoppage on maybe leg kicks. Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado. I'm just going to go Jake Matthews to get a decision win. Moving on to Jimmy Crute versus Rodolfo Bellato. Jimmy Crute's on a big losing streak, although it is mainly to guys who were ranked. Anthony Smith, Jamal Hill, Alonzo Minifield. And Rodolfo Bellato has beaten Ihor Pateria, who is an okay fighter. How old is Jimmy Crute? 28? Bellato's got the longer reach. Jimmy Crute isn't a bad fighter. I feel like I'm leaning very Australia if I go with Jimmy Crute here. But, I don't know. Beating Ihor Pateria is not... it's not valueless. But then you look at his losses. He's only lost to good fighters outside of Minifield. I guess I have to rate that. He lost to Minifield by submission. We'll go with Bellato. We'll go with Bellato by round 1 KO. Moving on to Talishan Teixeira versus Justin Tafa. if this guy can grapple at all, he's gonna beat Justin Tafa. I'm going to pick Justin Tafa to get a round 1 knockout. I don't love it. He's not a guy I like picking. I don't like picking the Tafa brothers ever. Yeah, but this Contender Series guy just doesn't have the experience I'm looking for to be able to actually use his brain and take down Tafa. And Tafa is decently dangerous on the feet. Anyways, moving on to the championship fight for the women. Let's see who is going to win. Alright, we're going to go with Tatiana Suarez by round 4 submission. There you go. That's that. Moving on to the main event, we've got Dricus du Plessis versus Sean. Here's the thing, Strickland. Here's the fucking thing, you guys. I think I'm gonna go out and pick Dricus du Plessis to get a finish. I think he's going to knock out Sean Strickland after having a tough, maybe first 2 rounds. I think he's going to get him in the 3rd. Sean has staph infection. It's pretty clear on his arm. It's healing, which makes me think he is on antibiotics. I think Dricus's ability to get him to the ground is still there, although Sean did get up every time in the last fight. I think Dricus is going to see that and use that a little more. I have a feeling that he's just going to go out, double leg Sean, get him down. Sean's going to break the grips, get up, and during the get ups, he's going to get shots landed on him. I could see Sean getting it done, but if he wins, it'll just be the same fight as last time. And I don't know how the judges are just going to give him that decision. Who knows? Anyways, this is how I feel like the fight's going to play out anyways. I feel like Dricus is going to end up catching him after he tires out a bit. I know Sean doesn't typically tire, but I feel like he has staph infection and he's been on antibiotics. I just don't feel like he's going to perform his best. We're going to save our picks. And, yeah. This is it. I think that Sean Strickland loses come Saturday night. I think our percentage has been doing pretty good still. Yeah, we're still at the same exact percentage we were at last time. And yeah. Have a good rest of your night. Hope the fights are awesome. See ya.